Hello, everyone. Welcome in or welcome back to Midnight Morning Readings. Thank you for viewing me today. And for those of you that have stayed loyal subscribers over this past year, I am truly grateful. It has been a very, very rough emotional year for me, and my energies have just been off. But I'm back. And I'm going to be starting to do my monthly readings in September. So be on the lookout for those. But I thought I would start off by getting back into this by giving a new moon reading. This is good for all signs and all placements. So however these messages tend to resonate with you. It is for the new moon here. We're in the sign of Leo, so it's definitely a new beginning. Leo is the sign of strength, so it's definitely a very strong new moon that we have that is coming into this. It's also one of the fixed signs that helped to open up the Lion's Gate at the beginning of August. So we're definitely feeling a lot of very strong, very positive energies that are moving forward with very strong momentum. Some of you may also sit and say, we have this is also a black moon. And what is a black moon? It is either two new moons in the same month, or it is the third new moon in a season. And for this particular black moon, this is the third new moon that we are going to have in the summer season. The fourth new moon that we will have in summer is going to be September 21st, as the first day of fall is, or first day of autumn is September 22nd. So we're just going to go ahead and get started. I'm going to see what the current overarching energies are that we have that are going on for everyone. And then we're going to see recent past and what's coming in for everybody and kind of get some final messages from Spirit as we're moving along. Okay. All right, so let's go ahead and get started with the current energies that are coming in. So on the bottom is leadership, and with leadership definitely going into this new moon with, the Leo is a very, very strong fixed sign. It's a fire sign. It definitely comes in, making the presence known. So as you can see, there's a polar bear that's on the card. You've got community. So we're definitely seeing people that you are being surrounded by, maybe looking to you for some guidance, maybe looking for you to kind of step in and take the lead role on a project that may be going on for you. Whether it's at work, it's a community project, it's volunteer work, it's something at family, friends, however that may resonate with you. So we're going to go ahead and get the strongest energies for this new moon as it's coming in for everyone. Okay. So strongest, thank you. Strongest new moon in Leo. What do we need to see? Thank you. What do we need to see? Thank you. Thank you. Okay. The bottom of the deck is patience. And believe it or not, that was actually one of the next cards that was showing up on the bottom of the deck. So, this and pleasure, these were definitely showing up on the bottom of the deck as well. So there is a very, very strong message as we're going into this new moon season. Over the next 6 months, you are potentially going to needing to be asked, and there's that community card again. And so we're definitely seeing community, because the first card that jumped out is the card that was on the bottom of the deck to begin with, which was the leadership. You have patience, pleasure, and community. These were the four that were on the bottom of the deck. So this is a very strong message the Spirit is sending through for a lot of individuals that are out there, that where, over these next 6 months, you are going to be asked, or maybe this will just come naturally as you may be coming into a leadership role, or most generally, you are going to naturally ascend into a role, probably probably without being asked. You're just if you're the type of person, you are just going to take the lead and you're just going to say, look, I know this needs to be done. This is something that just has, we need to get this done for X, Y, and Z, whether this is at work, this is at home, whatever it may be. Maybe it's a project that you have that is around the house that you've been sitting there looking at, and it's just like, it's just not getting done, or it's not getting done efficiently, or it's just, the process that is being used is just not effective at getting this completed. So you're definitely taking a very, very strong, you're being pulled towards it almost in a sense, and you're just feeling this very strong pull, this energy that is coming in, and you're just going to know. And you may feel this, it may be happening already as we are coming up to the new moon this weekend. um, you may also be feeling this coming in. This is the moon cycle is always the beginning of the cycle. So until the full moon in Leo happens in 6 months from now in January, you could be seeing this, you could be feeling this. This could be something that could be taking place anywhere over these next 6 months that is going to lead you into a very strong next path. So that's why, Spirit is saying, you've got to have the leadership, because, or I'm sorry, the patience as you are going through this, because, this could be a very positive experience for you, something that not only brings you, not necessarily pleasure, but it's a very strong self-satisfaction that you're going to be feeling, because you've got delight, you've got wonders, and you've got simplicity. So there's a very strong possibility that as you are looking at this, Spirit is also coming in there saying, hey, you know what? Sometimes it's keep it simple. Right? You don't need to overcomplicate things by maybe adding too many people into getting this done. It may be something just very, very simplistic to where you're just doing it step by step. You're not worried about, trying to make this happen by adding too many steps. It's just very, very simplistic, and it's going to help everyone really kind of see how you are navigating into this whole situation. So definitely going to feel the strength of the Leo, whether it's your birth, it's your sun sign, it's your rising sign, it's, somewhere in your chart, or you're very much, working with somebody that is a Leo. It's going to definitely bring a strength to the team, to the project that you are working on as you are moving forward with this, that is either missing, or that they just really need somebody to kind of take the helm of it. Okay. So as we're sitting here, we're going to kind of see what the most recent past, like what has really kind of led up to what is going to be leading up to this. And again, this may be something that may be taking place over the next couple of months to get you there. This is not something that is going to be a fast pace. You're definitely going to be seeing signs. You're definitely going to be feeling a lot of intuitive energies that are going to be coming in, that is going to help guide you into this project, this group, this scenario that people are going to need your leadership, your role, your strength, that's going to be coming into it. So coming into this, it is time to let go. This is the card on the bottom. So most recent past, you are finally getting to this point to where you're like, you know what? I'm letting the negative things go. I'm letting things that don't serve me go. I'm doing my shadow work. I'm getting myself back out there. So this is, when you're looking at this project, again, this is maybe for some of you, this is cleaning house. Maybe it's going through that storage area, that room where you just stuff everything and you're just like, I'm done. And so you're doing a lot of cleaning out, and cleaning, out. This could also be cleaning out, negative emotions, negative relationships, things that aren't serving you anymore. It's really doing that cleaning house that is going to help open up the flow of this very strong and positive energy that is going to help you move into this scenario, into this situation that's there. So you're really going to be doing a lot of that. And here's the fork in the road, right? So you're really coming into this place. You've really come into this place that is really coming in. This is hinging on this new moon, to where you're sitting there saying, you know what, here's the fork in the road. I am tired of being this way. I'm tired of feeling this way. I'm just so tired. Like, if there's time for a change, and you're going to get this very strong surge of energy that is just going to come in, and you're just going to say, I'm done. And it's time to clear out the clutter, right? It's time to let go. It is time to get rid of whatever it is. It's time to clean out the closet. It's time to, maybe it's even cleaning out your desk, old files. It's like, look, these things just are not helping me anymore. I don't know why I'm hanging on to them. Okay. So let's get some strong energy cards that are coming in for everybody. Thank you. Anything else? Thank you. Anything else? Nope. Very specific about the energies that are leading up in the most recent past. Round and round. Here we go again. This is what Spirit is telling you. Look, you're constantly going in circles, right? It's sitting there, and you've got the salt and pepper, shakers on the table, and you're like, does the pepper go on the left? Does the salt go on the left? Or which way does it go? It's constant round and round and round, to where it doesn't matter what it is. At the end of the day, they're both on the table, right? So you've got to change something up, okay, to be able to make it more efficient. It's time to let something go, because all you're doing is you're just reinventing the same thing over and over and over again. And Spirit is saying, hey, here's this new moon. This is this new start. You've got this. It's time to figure out what is going on, to be able to push yourself through, because what you are doing isn't working. So it's that shadow work. It's that letting go of that emotional baggage that is just, it's not serving you. It's old attachments that you're hanging on to, the negative feelings, the emotions. Maybe it's something like you need to go through this whole thing of asking for forgiveness, or giving forgiveness to somebody, because those emotions, those feelings are holding you back from moving forward. Okay. And it's not for you, right? It's this situation, this round and round, not for you. You're tired. You've finally come to this point to where it's like, it's not for you. Maybe you're in a relationship right now where you're sitting there and you are saying, you know what, this isn't working for me. I care about you deeply, but it's not, our paths are just diverging into different things. It's a sport, it's an activity, it's something, and you're going through this whole shadow work, or this process, to where it's like, it's just not working anymore, and I need to do something totally different, that is out of my natural character, or out of the box, that is just saying it's time to move forward. I've got to do something different, because the way we are doing it is just not working anymore. It's like Einstein always says, the definition of insanity is continually doing the same thing over and over and expecting a different result, right? So you're trying to figure out, I want the different result, but I've got to change how I'm doing it to get there. You're going to the sea, you're being fair, and finally, it's just time to breathe. Don't expect this to happen overnight. Coming to the realization with yourself that this is time for you to really figure this out, and really sit there and say, all right, like, I know this is what I'm going to do. I may not know how I'm going to get there, but I know where I want to be. Don't give yourself this intense pressure that you have to be there by a certain time, or that you have to do something, by somebody else's guidelines or whatever. Give yourself patience, give yourself grace, give yourself time, to be able to do this, and you're going out to sea. Look, if you look at this particular card, When you're looking at the sea, there is binoculars on there and there is a compass. And it says, you know what? I know where I've been. I know where I've been, but the direction is pointing me forward. I know where I'm going, but I know where I've been. So it's not that you're completely forgetting about everything, because there are lessons in our past that help us move forward into the future. So as you're coming into this new moon, you are looking into this, taking this new role, taking this leadership, actually coming in, and you're going to be sitting there saying, you know what, I can do this, and here's how I'm going to do it. So this is a very, very important new moon for a lot of you, because you finally, something has happened that has said, you know what? It's done. I know this is the time, this is the pivotal moment, because I hit the fork in the road, right? All right, I hit this fork. I'm done. I'm sitting here looking at this, and it's just time to move forward. Okay. All right, so we've already come to a realization. So let's take a look. We've got this new moon. What's coming in for us, over this new moon cycle, which is over the next 6 months. Stay strong, be a guiding light, ground yourself, be love. So, you're sitting here and it's staying strong. This is Leo season. This is the new moon in Leo. Leo is also represented, it's the strength card in the tarot deck. And this is not a coincidence that this message is coming through. This change, this manifestation that you are going to be taking place on over these next 6 months is not going to be easy, but it doesn't have to be difficult either. Make sure you're not putting up your own roadblocks, that is going to be self-defeating, right? Okay, dream big. Don't lose sight of where you want to go. All right. You remember, you got to the sea. This is in the past, into the sea. Remember the binoculars to be able to look behind you, but you also have the compass. That weather vane that is pointing in the direction forward. It is telling you where you need to go, how you need to get there. Don't let things become so difficult that you become trapped in that round and round cycle. Keep it simple. Keep yourself moving forward. Give yourself grace and make sure that you breathe. Don't forget, sometimes simple is the better way to go. All right. So let's see what's coming in over these next 6 months. Okay. Strongest, strongest pace. New moon in Leo. Thank you. Strongest. Thank you. Anything else? They're done. Again, on the bottom of the deck, that it happens. I shuffled these cards many a times before these come out. Stay strong. Be the guiding light. Don't let yourself, miracles happen. Okay? Don't let yourself get frustrated with this whole situation. Okay, it's going to take time, truly going through a manifestation. And I know, okay, because I'm a Scorpio. So when you're sitting there, Scorpios know best, really know, because we are represented by the death card, and the death card is about manifestation. It's about transforming from one thing into the next. These things don't happen overnight, okay? Give yourself very, very clear intention, very, very specific. This is where I want to go. The universe will guide you. Spirit will guide you on how to do this. How you see yourself getting there at the end of this is not necessarily the path that you are going to take. Spirit is going to help guide you around those roadblocks so that you can keep doing this. Believe in your power to manifest. People, I can't make this stuff up. These are the messages from Spirit that are telling you, believe in your power to change. Believe in your power, your ability to manifest this positive change, as you are moving forward. Breathe your creation into existence. You know what you want to do. You know how to get your getting there. Let spirit help guide you as you're moving forward and enjoy where you are. Okay? Soon you will be somewhere else. Okay? You got to where you are for a reason. Where you're going is for a reason. You're going to get there. It's just going to, it might take some time. Remember, this whole moon cycle in Leo is 6 months long. This is going to take time as you are moving forward with this, okay? So, as we're going to be wrapping this up, I'm going to ask Spirit to give us some clarifiers, just some clarifying messages, about this reading from that. So, I mean, on the bottom of the deck, you've got the Two of Wands. This is moving forward. Okay, this is moving forward. You know, you've done the shadow work. It is time to move forward. Okay, lovers, this is about choice. You're moving forward. You're making a choice. This is your fork in the road. This is confirmation that you have come to this point where you are sitting here and you're saying, it's okay. All right, I'm done. It's all right. Okay, take a deep breath. This is going to be a truly magical experience. So let's get some final message and clarity from this. Thank you, from Spirit. Thank you. Thank you. Anything else? Thank you. Anything else? Oh, my goodness. All right. Bottom of the deck is the Four of Cups. All right. So you're sitting here and you're just like, I ain't getting any, so why should I give any? Right? All right. So you've got to sit and you've got to look and you got to say, okay, that's my old attitude. That's the old me. That's the old way of thinking. That's that round and round thought process. It's what do I want to do that is different in order to move forward, not what everybody else thinks. You got the Ten of Swords. You're coming to the end of this. This is the end of this cycle for you. Okay, you are coming to the end of this level of frustration because look, the Three of Swords came out upside down. Okay, this is recovery. All right, you're sitting here and you're sitting, this is what's moving you in. You are at this fork in the road. You are done. And this isn't because you're going to sit and say, well, I've done this over and over again. I feel like I have been in this fork in the road. There is something very specific that is different this time with everything, to where you are looking at this and you are like, I am done. I am at the end of this because I am moving forward. I'm done. I'm tired of this. All right. So we've got the Eight of Pentacles coming out sideways. We've got the Page of Swords. Okay. And we've got the Chariot. This is moving you forward, people. All right. You got this idea. You've got this energy. You've got this creativity that is coming in, and you know what you need to do. This is what's bringing you into these current energies, because when you're sitting here, right? Okay. And you're sitting here trying to move forward and you are trying to do this. You know what you need to do. Don't create these self roadblocks for yourself that you're going to sit and say, should I do this? Should I not do this? Is this really going to help me? Is it not really going to help me? You know what? It's not going to hurt you either if you do it. It's not going to hurt you. It can only make you stronger, because this Chariot is coming in and it is saying it is time to go full force, because the final card that they have that's coming in is a Page of Pentacles. Okay. The Page of Pentacles is this kind of this final stage that says, you know what? It's time to move. It's time to move, because by the time you go through this, by the time this whole 6-month cycle completely ends, you are going to recognize, when things are coming into fruition for you. You're going to recognize this is going to be a true transformational journey for a lot of you out there in so many different ways. Okay. So as this is a new moon, new moon reading, I've got my final messages for the moon deck that's out there. Look at this. People, I don't know what's on these. I cleanse these decks. I put them down. I don't know what's on the bottom of this. And look at the card that is on the bottom. It is the actual new moon. All right. A new start is coming. This is a huge, huge, huge push that is coming for you. It may be here right now. You may be finding that this is the pivotal point right now, and maybe you're watching and you're listening to this video and you're sitting there saying, you know what? This is good. Like, I am here. Like, that's the push. That's the final message I needed. I'm ready to move. Okay. So we're going to go ahead and shuffle these and get our final message cards from Spirit for this new moon reading in Leo as we are moving forward. Anything else for the collective? And good. All right. All right. Bottom of the deck. New moon in Aries. It is time to take action. All right. So here's what I'm going to do. Okay. Here's the thing. All right. New moon in Aries is going to happen somewhere between March and April. I have not looked at next year's calendar when that new moon is going to hit. Okay. But that's when we are in Aries season. And Aries is the first sign in the zodiac calendar. Okay. By the time the new moon in Aries happens, so we're probably looking at that maybe 9 months, that 6 to 9 months mark. This is when you're going to see this almost come completely full circle, is the new moon in Aries. Because the other messages that came out is saying, what do you need to release? And adjustments are required. And of course they're required. You're going through a true transformation. So you got to continue to go through this whole process and sit and say, what do I need to do in order to keep moving forward? Do that shadow work. Let those things that aren't serving you go to be able to move forward. But honestly, by the time the new moon in Aries hits somewhere in April, March, April area, this is when you're going to see these truly come full circle and manifest for you. All right, guys, that is the new moon reading for the sign in Leo. This is good. Like I said, it's good for all placements. I hope you enjoyed it. I would be grateful if you'd hit that like, share, and subscribe button, and I will see you back here in September with your individual monthly readings. Take care.